In the late 1980s and early 1990s, the highways of Florida became the backdrop for one of the most unsettling real-life tales ever told. At the center of it was a woman named Aileen Wuornos, a figure who seemed both tragic and terrifying. She lived a life on the margins of society, drifting from one roadside stop to another, carrying with her a past filled with abandonment, betrayal, and silence that never left her. Aileen's days were restless. She wandered through towns with nothing but the clothes on her back, surviving in a world that seemed determined to turn its face away. She was often seen alone on highways, her presence unsettling, like a shadow that lingered just too long. Beneath her rough exterior, something was building, something that made people uneasy without fully understanding why. It was during this time that stories began to spread. Travelers would talk of a woman who flagged down strangers on lonely stretches of road, her eyes filled with a mixture of desperation and something harder to name. Encounters with her seemed to leave people shaken, as if she carried with her an invisible weight too heavy for one person to bear. Some swore they saw her pacing roadside motels at night, whispering to herself, as though haunted by thoughts too dark to speak aloud. Her life took a different turn when she met a young woman named Tyria. To Aileen, Tyria wasn't just a companion. She was the first person who seemed to look at her and truly see her. Their bond was powerful, but it also became the spark that would ignite something far more disturbing. Aileen, desperate to protect this connection, felt she had to do whatever it took to hold on to it. The highways soon carried whispers, stories of vehicles abandoned in strange places, of drivers who never made it home. Each tale added to the growing unease surrounding Aileen, though few dared to connect the dots. Behind every story, her restless figure seemed to hover, as though the road itself had chosen her as its ghostly companion. What makes this tale so chilling is not just what happened, but why. Aileen wasn't the usual figure people feared in such stories. She wasn't a shadowy figure lurking in the woods or a stranger hiding in the dark. She was a woman who walked in plain sight, whose haunted life twisted into something both deeply human and deeply frightening. When she was finally caught, the world looked into her eyes and saw something unnerving, a mixture of pain, rage, and sorrow that could not be easily explained away. Some saw a victim of circumstance, others saw a predator of the open road. Either way, her presence left an imprint that still lingers. The movie Monster captures only a fragment of that atmosphere, showing how someone broken by life can become someone others whisper about for decades. To this day, the story of Aileen Wuornos unsettles us because it feels so uncomfortably real. She was not a distant legend or a fictional phantom. She was flesh and bones, walking highways that countless travelers still use today. And the eerie part? Every time you pass a lonely stretch of road, you can almost imagine her silhouette on the shoulder, eyes fixed on the passing headlights, as if waiting, forever bound to the highways that became her haunting ground.